Hello, great mathematicians. Welcome back to our lesson 1 on matrices. Don't forget to subscribe this channel and follow up all the previous videos such that you are together with us with our series on matrices. This is O-level mathematics, and we are going to continue with what we started, that is matrices. So we said that for matrices we shall be looking at different things. We shall be defining the term matrix. We defined the terms that we are going to use when you are dealing with matrices. Then we shall look at some types of matrices. Then we look at some examples, that is the applicability. We shall apply the knowledge that you have, we shall be getting through different videos that we shall be engaged together. Okay, let's start right away. We said that if we are to deal with a matrix, we need to know what really a matrix is, and that's what we shall start with right away. We shall start with the definition. Okay, how can we best define a matrix? I'm going to give you a simple example here that can help us define this word matrix. I'm going to provide you with some information. Let's consider three schools. Let's consider three schools in Bunyoro region. We consider Mandela. These are some giant schools in Bunyoro, Mandela. We consider Duhaga secondary schools. Let's also consider St. Andrea secondary school. So let's say that these schools are participating in a Coca-Cola tournament. Coca-Cola tournament, that is football, netball, volleyball, basketball. So they are participating. So these are the schools which are participating in that. So we are having football, we are having let's say netball, let's have volleyball, and also have basketball. So these schools are participating in these competitions whereby they are playing football, netball, and basketball. Let's consider that Mandela Secondary School, football, maybe it got 10 points, and under netball it got 4 points, volleyball it got 4, and basketball it got 2. Let's consider that Duhaga got 8 points football, 6 points for netball, 1 point for volleyball, and 1 point for basketball. Then St. Andrea got 8 points for football, 2 points for netball, 3 points for volleyball, and 3 points for basketball. Now, if we are to look at this information here, you can easily tell someone to go and look for the points that Duhaga got in basketball, and it will be easy for that person. Okay, now what we do, we arrange this information in a rectangular form. You can see that this is a store of information about the schools which are participating in a Coca-Cola tournament, but I can easily write this one under brackets and say this is a 10, okay, a 4, a 4, a 2, a 6, 6, 8, 6, 1, 1, 8, 2, 3, 3, and I close the bracket. Now, this exact information here, if I remove it and put it under brackets, what I form is what we term as a matrix. Now, this is a matrix. It is a rectangular collection or a rectangular representation of information which is in form of numbers. It is in form of numerals. Now, it implies that now the definition of a matrix can easily be a rectangular representation of information in form of numbers. So this information here is represented here in form of a rectangle. It's a rectangular representation of the information given above. Okay, all I can say, a matrix is a collection of information. This information is numbers, so it is a collection of information in form, let's call this information numbers. stored in rows and columns. If we are to go back here, you can see that this is a row, this is a row, this is a row, this is a column, this is a column, this is a column, this is a column. So if I say that a matrix is a rectangular, is a collection of information stored in rows and columns. So you can see this information here is in rows and columns, but now by adding larger brackets before and after, it gives me what I call a matrix. So whenever you find something written like this, then just know that that is a matrix. Whatever value you have inside there means something. It implies that a matrix can easily be defined. I'm going to give you another example. Let us consider the usual teams, Let us consider Manchester United, Man U, Manchester United. Let's consider Arsenal. Let's consider also, let's consider Chelsea. Let's say that these teams are playing Premier League, okay? In the first match, second match, and the third match, okay? Maybe Manchester United got all the points, got 3. The second match it got 2. In the third match, maybe it lost, okay? Then Arsenal, it got 1, it got 2. Maybe the second one, it got 3, okay? Here it got 2, it got 1. Maybe it also got 2 here, okay? Now, if I remove this information here and I represent it in a rectangular form with large brackets before and after, what I have here is going to become a matrix with a bracket, an opening bracket and a closing bracket. Now, I'm representing this information down here, but in form of rows and columns. Hope that is clear for everyone. Please watch our next video, where we are going to be looking at some terms, specific terms that we use when we are dealing with matrices. Thank you very much. I love you. Love math. It will love you back. Have a great day.